The air in the rented van was thick with the smell of old coffee and stale fear. My name's Leo, and I was driving north on I-95, a straight shot from Miami to New York. At least, it was supposed to be a straight shot. The sun had dipped below the horizon hours ago, and the endless ribbon of asphalt had started to look the same in every direction. My knuckles were white on the steering wheel. In the back of the van, under a pile of dusty blankets, was a cargo that made my heart hammer against my ribs every time I hit a pothole. This was my one big score, the one that was supposed to set me up for good. No more small-time hustles. No more looking over my shoulder. Just one clean delivery. My phone, my only lifeline, and GPS had died 100 miles back. I'd forgotten the charger, a rookie mistake that was starting to feel like a fatal one. I thought I knew the way. I'd driven this route before, years ago. But memory is a funny thing. It fades. It twists. Hoods change. An exit I was sure should be there wasn't. A sign I remembered was gone. Panic began to set in, cold and sharp. I was officially, completely lost. My mind raced. Every passing car felt like a threat. Every shadow seemed to hold a state trooper just waiting for me to make a wrong move. I had to get back on I-95. I pulled off at the next exit, a dimly lit collection of gas stations and rundown motels. It felt like the edge of the world. At the first gas station, a guy with tired eyes and a greasy shirt was wiping down the counter. I-95 North, I asked, trying to sound casual, like any other lost. He barely looked up. Yeah, hang a right out of here. Go down the lights, make a left. Can't miss it. It sounded simple enough, so I did exactly that. Right, 2 lights, left. 10 minutes later, I was on a dark, winding country road with no lights and no signs. The road was getting narrower, trees pressing in on both sides. This wasn't right. My stomach twisted. He'd sent me in the wrong direction. Was it on purpose? Was he just clueless? I didn't know which was worse. I turned the van around, my tires crunching on loose gravel, and retraced my steps, my anxiety ratcheting up with every mile. I ended up back at another gas station, this one brighter, more modern. A young woman was restocking chips on a shelf. She smiled when I asked for directions. Oh, sure. You're way off. You need to go left out of the parking lot, then take the first right. It'll loop you right back around to the on-ramp 495 North. She seemed so confident, so friendly, relief washed over me. Her directions were the complete opposite of the first guy's, but she seemed so sure of herself. So I followed her instructions to the letter. Left, first, right. The road looped. All right? It looped me straight into a dead-end residential neighborhood full of cookie-cutter houses and manicured lawns. There were no streetlights, just the eerie glow from porch lamps. I had to do a 3-point turn in someone's driveway, praying no one would look out their window and call the cops on the suspicious van. Now, real desperation began to sink in. I was burning gas, burning time. The delivery had a deadline. Every minute I was lost. The risk grew. I was a stranger in a strange land, completely dependent on the guidance of others, and it was failing me spectacularly. I drove aimlessly for what felt like an eternity, my own thoughts a chaotic storm. I thought about the job, the money. I thought about all the things that could go wrong. I was relying on my own wits, my own flawed judgment, my own ability to read people, and it was all falling apart. I pulled over on the side of another dark road, the engine idling, the silence in the van deafening. I dropped my head against the steering wheel. I was at the end of my rope, and in that moment of total helplessness, a memory surfaced. It was from a long time ago, a childhood spent in my grandmother's house. She was a woman of deep faith, always quoting verses from her worn-out Bible. Her voice echoed in my head, calm and steady amidst my panic. "Lean not on your own understanding," she used to say. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and he will make your paths straight." I wasn't a religious man, I'd left all that behind with my childhood. But right then, sitting alone in a rented van in the middle of nowhere with everything on the line, her words were the only solid thing in a world that was spinning out of control. What did I have to lose? I took a deep breath. Okay, I whispered into the darkness. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm lost. If you're listening, show me the way, please. It felt foolish. It felt desperate. But it was all I had left. I looked up and saw a small, flickering neon sign I hadn't noticed before. 24-hour diner. It looked old, maybe from the 50s. It was the only sign of life for miles. Something told me to go there. Not a voice, just a feeling. A quiet pool. It went against every instinct, telling me to keep moving, to keep trying to solve this myself. But I was tired of trying. I put the van in drive and pulled into the diner's nearly empty parking lot. Inside, an old man with a kind face and a white apron was cleaning the grill. The smell of bacon and coffee filled the air. He looked up as I came in, a gentle smile on his face. "You look lost, son," he said. His voice was warm, without a hint of suspicion. I just know that too tired to even try to lie. "Trying to get to I-95 North," I said. He chuckled softly. "Ah, you've been listening to folks at the gas stations, haven't you? They get it mixed up all the time. One of them sends you west, the other sends you east. It's a local joke, I think." My heart sank. A joke. My entire future was hanging in the balance because of a local joke. The old man must have seen the look on my face. "Don't you worry," he said, pointing with his spatula. "It's simple. You just go back out the way you came. Stay on this road right here for about 2 miles. Don't turn. The on-ramp is right there on your left. It's not well lit, so it's easy to miss in the dark, but it's there. You'll see the main highway lights just beyond the trees." There was no trickery in his eyes. No amusement, just simple, honest kindness. For the first time all night, I felt a sense of peace settle over me. This felt different. This felt right. I thanked him, really thanked him, and got back in the van. I followed his directions. 2 miles down the same road. I didn't turn. I trusted. And just like he said, tucked behind a small grove of trees was the on-ramp, the beautiful, glorious, unmistakable sign for I-95 North. As the van merged onto the highway and the road straightened out, I felt the tension leave my shoulders for the first time in hours. The path was straight again. I still had a long drive ahead and a heavy cargo in the back. But for now, I was on the right road. Maybe, just maybe, I wasn't driving alone. Thanks for watching.